Hi, this is Tim Van Gotham, and I'm at the Consumer Electronics Show 2013, and I'm going to show Harman's new scalable mid-tier infotainment platform based on the Android operating system. One of the key things that we wanted to ensure to deliver in this system is to build a user experience that is intuitive, safe, and take advantage of the connected platform to make sure that we can download and discover new applications, as well as be able to interact with other connected services that the driver may bring into the vehicle on their smartphone. So to make the system intuitive, we've taken several different approaches. One is dedicate an area in the bottom part of the screen to be able to provide one-touch access to the features that a driver would interact with the most. And as you can see, as I move my finger closer, those touch targets are getting slightly bigger, as well as changing color and animating. This 3D touchscreen effect ensures that the driver sees what they're going to touch before they touch it. And that's a great piece to enhance the usability of the platform. Another key thing then is to make the applications themselves very familiar. So here I'm looking at media applications, and I can just scroll through the different albums that are available on the platform. If I decide that I want to change which audio source I can use, I'll slide out a little window here. I can make that selection, and now the platform will automatically close the window and select to the radio station that I'm listening to. I'll just turn down the volume here a little bit. So it's very easy to interact with the multimedia selections that are on the platform. The final piece then about making it intuitive is to make it personal. So one driver may like using the embedded navigation application that came prepackaged on the infotainment platform. Another driver may choose to use Google Maps, and we allow that to happen very easily. So I'll once again come to this lower level. I'll press the nav button and I'll hold it down slightly, and here you can see I can continue to use the embedded navigation application, or I can select Google Maps. Now every time I push that button going forward, the Google Maps application will launch instead of the embedded navigation application. So that personal choice allows the driver to make a selection that makes it their own. Another great innovation that we've invented is the ability for the driver to interact with the things that they touch the most in one place. So instead of going into an individual application to be able to listen to the music that you want to hear or call the people that you call the most, we can pull that all into a favorites page. So here, all the music, the people that I call are all in one place. So if for this drive I'm just interested in hearing jazz music, I can pull out this little slider, select jazz, and now the platform will bring forward all of the jazz music that I have on the system. Instead of having to go into the media center, selecting my iPod, selecting jazz, and then finally getting to the jazz content, we can shrink what is today 3 or 4 touches down to 1 or 2, making the driver get to the content that they want to very quickly. The other thing that I mentioned in the beginning is we wanted to make the platform safe, and we've done that through good UI design, but we can also integrate safety features like advanced driver safety. Now we're using the forward-looking camera to see a simulated motorway in front of us. And you can see the application is running and it's giving us the time between my car and the car in front of me. And if I get too close, it will give me a warning that I should maybe slow down to have adequate distance between me. Some drivers may find that so important that they want this screen to jump to the top of the display anytime they're not interacting with something else. So we've added the ability to have a setting. I'll go in and change that setting to 5 seconds as an example. Now when I go back to the media center, if I don't touch the steering wheel switches or touch the touch panel, in 5 seconds that forward-looking camera view is going to take over the screen. And you see there's a warning there for me. So I've gotten too close and I've been given the warning to slow down. Some drivers, though, may not want the screen to be used for that. They'd rather just use the audible signals, so we can change the timeout to never. And now when I go back to the media center, that application's still running in the background. It can still give me the visual or the audible warning, but it doesn't take over the screen, so I can still see the music or the album art of the music that I'm listening to. And then the final piece that I wanted to share with you is how we're leveraging connectivity. That can be shown here, where the user can go in and see all of the different applications that they have loaded, and they can pull up an application store that has all of the applications that have been developed for the car market. They're car-centric applications. They're organized in a way that's going to make sense, so things about utilities or entertainment or car health. And then when the platform is smart enough to realize that when I download a media application, as an example, I'll pick Cool Tunes and I'll install it. Now it's being pulled down from the Harman Cloud platform, and you can see that being downloaded. So now that it's been downloaded, the driver can install it. And done. And now not only is that media application available in the applications tray, but it's also available in the media center, where now when I pull this out, you can see the Cool Tunes application has been put with all of the other media applications. So the driver doesn't have to remember where did I put or store that application. It's right where they would expect it to be with all the other media apps. And then the final thing I'll share with you today is how we've integrated technologies like Siri that people have come to use quite frequently on their mobile phone. So I'm just going to turn up the volume so you can hear this. And now by pressing this button on the steering wheel, remind me to call Mom at 10 o'clock tonight.
Here's your reminder for today at 10 p.m. It says, call Mom mobile. Shall I create it?
Yes. So just that simply, I'm able to use services like Siri to be able to integrate and use that service on the phone. The same could be true for Google Voice Search or any other voice-based application that is running on my smartphone. And that's an example of Harman's new next-generation, scalable, flexible infotainment platform based on Android.